trying to get it there to Michael Floyd. And now it's 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. It's taken to the 26. Jaguars. Their dangerous wide receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Hackenberg on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
First down, here's the run with Martin. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That selection of a draw play felt a lot like, hey, we've thrown it a bunch, we can catch them off guard, instead of staying with what was actually working.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. First down, Hackenberg. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Jags grab it. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go.
Now Prescott out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 6. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Ezekiel Elliott, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed it.
Looking for Decker, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. First down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And here's a look at the starting offense. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Here's Prescott. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's brought down. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Counter, Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And a look now at how the Jets line up defensively.
Calvin Fryer's exactly what you're looking for in a safety who polices the middle of the field.
On second down, Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
Get him down right around the 16. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And Myers able to knock it through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And New York set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Hackenberg from the gun on third. Complete to Amaro on the right side. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it fourth down.
so much.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go now. Boom,
They'll indeed go for it. It's Hackenberg, and it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run with Elliott. And a cut to the left sideline. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars continue to roll. And he knocks it through. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
All right, here we go.
Hackenberg now to throw on first. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to let it go again. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And New York set to take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Watch left, watch left. Shake. Hurry up, here we go. Boom, line it.
Second down, Hackenberg. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
3rd and short yardage, Hackenberg. And he finds Jace Amaro. And he's brought down after a good gain. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. The first down throw for Hackenberg. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Eric Decker, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
Second down following the incompletion.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Throwing again, Hackenberg on 2nd and 10. Amaro's got it, left side. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. Goes underneath to Martin. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Again, it's Hackenberg. He's got Floyd out left. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
And maybe expecting a throw. Now Hackenberg, incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team, helps them start their comeback.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
Ohio.
And the back goes into motion. Now Prescott. Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Here's Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's Elliott. And an alley to run. 20. Cuts back. Touchdown, Jaguars. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him, as we've seen. But you say 3 rushing touchdowns, and, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. New York set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right?
He's got a man complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. They give him a gain of 37. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the gun, it's Hackenberg. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Eric Decker was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here's Hackenberg. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Hackenberg now. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets are able to get a score back. And it's up and good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Anybody's coming. Watch him. Here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down now after the incompletion. Now Elliott. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the offense facing a 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the half, Hackenberg. And over the middle here, Amaro. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now Prescott. The left side, it's Dorsett. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Again, we'll see the pistol here. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. The interception. Here's Hackenberg. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. And they're going to go soft on the corners. First down, Hackenberg. Drops it off to Martin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it's first down, New York. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A first down throw for Hackenberg. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a New York first.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
To Decker over the middle. That one good for 12 yards. And it'll be third down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. And they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Hackenberg looks to throw it. It's complete to Grant. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So 2nd and 10 here. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Throwing again, Hackenberg on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
On 3rd down, Hackenberg. And that's incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And it brings up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Sweezum will get this one to go. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the 2nd half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's the sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Here's Prescott. Caught right side. It's Snead. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Running, it's Drake. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And, you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
Here we go. Detroit!
On second down, Hackenberg again. Over the middle to Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Under pressure there, and Hackenberg is sacked. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And the hard count got the defense there. Encroachment and the 5-yard penalty. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing, Hackenberg. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
4th down, they do snap it to Hackenberg. Looking deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there, but guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Let's go! White 90! White 90! 57 Mike. White 57.
They go to Elliott again. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. New York set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Hackenberg now from the 50. He sets to fire deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. Ezekiel Elliott with an unbelievable 5th touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars continue to roll. And he puts it through. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. He was trying to get it to Doug Martin, and he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. The second down throw for Hackenberg. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well. Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They come out here in the eye. Hackenberg, and he coughed it up, and the Jags grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Ohio! Come on, let's go!
On second down, it's Drake. And a solid run down inside the 30. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they got 3rd and short.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Muscles him off. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, they might want to tear up their scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. Third down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it really well and picked up a first down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
On first down, Drake. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They come out here in the eye. And they'll run it here. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. They'll let their receiver run it out of the Wildcat. Stays on his feet, so he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it first and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. A'Shawn Robinson coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Hackenberg on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Second down following the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
Let's go. White 90. White 90.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.